The honourable member for Trinity Spadina.
During the Second World War, 15-year-old young girls were subjected to torture and raped by countless men, Japanese army, on weeks, months, and years on end. And there are over 200,000 of these women that have been suffering through this kind of torture. And four of the survivors of sexual slavery are in Parliament Hill today, asking us to join them in asking Japan to have a formal apology and sincere apology. Will Canada be on the side of the comfort woman? Will we take a stand?
The Honourable Minister of State.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the question and that member's interest in this matter. I believe that the House will be seized of this matter shortly, but let me say I too have had an opportunity, along with many members, to meet with these living witnesses to an unthinkable evil that happened some 60 years ago. And Mr. Speaker, we commend them for their courage, their bravery, and their dignity, considering what terrible things took place. And Mr. Speaker, they inspire us all, I hope in all parties, to join together in combating contemporary forms of slavery, sexual servitude, and human trafficking.
The honourable member for Trinity Spadina.
Mr. Speaker, I have faith that all ordinary Canadians, all members of Parliament will join together and say no to violence against women and support the comfort woman. And in the words of some of the victims, 為安婦係希望係追求公義同和平. What I just said is that rewriting history is not the answer to a lasting peace, and is not the answer to justice and to reconciliation. So when will the Prime Minister publicly ask and encourage the government of Japan to formally and sincerely apologize to these comfort women?
Honourable Minister of State.
Mr. Speaker, we know that the Prime Minister and the current and former foreign ministers have raised and discussed this matter with their counterparts in Japan. We in Canada clearly believe that as Canadians we acknowledge moments of injustice in our own history. But, Mr. Speaker, these women come to this country with a story that needs to be heard. Because we need to learn from the lessons of history to ensure that they are not repeated. We need to do everything we can to be inspired by them, to redouble our efforts in fighting similar kinds of violence against women, against children, to ensure that these things never again occur.